At Leaders of Tomorrow, our mission is to inspire entrepreneurs and small business owners from the four corners of India through insightful interviews with the country's biggest newsmakers, game changers, and entrepreneurs. Through these interviews, we seek to fuel the Indian entrepreneurial spirit, the same spirit that's driving real change and moving the economy forward. An important enabler to the entrepreneurial ecosystem is funding which can help the ecosystem reach new heights. Hello and welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow, India's only daily television platform for small businesses. This year, presenting to you Winning Pitch, brought to you by Wadhwani Foundation, where we're calling India's most innovative entrepreneurs to come and pitch to India's biggest investors. Over the course of this 5-part series, we will show you who the 20 shortlisted contestants are who've pitching to the jury. In this episode, who the final 4 contestants are will be shown to you. Also, the grand reveal who the 5 contestants are, making it forward to our finale. To help us on our journey, we will be joined by market veteran and founder MK Ventures, Madhu Kela, President and CEO Wadhwani Foundation Ajay Kela, creator and MD Thyrocare Velumani, serial entrepreneur and investor and partner growthstory.in Ganesh, and founder and partner of 100x.vc Sanjay Mehta. On previous episodes of Winning Pitch, we've shown you the 16 contestants out of the 20 contestant shortlist who pitched to our jury in an attempt to secure funding, many of them managing to capture the interest of our investors.
Let me just make you an offer, 25 lakhs for 7%. We'll take it up the balance money whenever we can.
Can the final 4 contestants then change the game and manage to win over our jury? Let's see.
I must say extremely well presented, very confident, very passionate.
Our first company is Minimax Systems, an equipment manufacturer for pipeline and process services, flushing systems and oil purification systems.
It has been seen that 80% of machinery breakdown is due to the lube oil contamination. Minimax offers a wide range of products for lube oil life extension and machinery reliability. The industry space, what we are talking about, is the industrial lubricants, which is today a $1.35 billion industry. 40 to 50% of this sales figure is account of the lube oil changes.
And the revenue model, yes. What are the sources of our revenue? Certainly it's the sale of the equipments and it contains consumables, so we get along with our clients throughout the life cycle. Our equipments are used with them.
If we talk about the journey so far, we would like to see the financial figures of our organization. During the last 5 years, we have recorded a steady growth in our turnovers. If we see the net worth, we have accumulated a 2.1 CR net worth during the last 5 years. The revenue figure for this year stands at 15 crores. Let's talk about the profitability ratios. Normally, in any manufacturing organization, the profitability is quite low. But if you see our PBT, it is regularly increasing, and right now it stands at 13.5%. If you see the return on capital employed as an investor, we are standing at 75% of return on capital employed. Our industry has a unique selling proposition. It's a recession-immune industry. And we are solving the problem of the industry in a versatile manner. The future goals, we have a target of 50 crore revenue by 2023. For this, we would be doing market expansions and product development. We would like to welcome your questions, please.
Yeah. Thank you. So I must say that this was the best presentation which I saw. While I don't understand this space at all,
no problem. We'll
so
talk
I would refrain from commenting. This is actual business presentation.
Right.
What will be your current year profit in 1920?
In terms of percentages?
Yeah, no, PAT.
Okay, the PAT is 1.44 crores.
No, last year you did 1.44 crores.
Yeah. The PAT.
So how come you are valuing yourself at 40 times P multiple? Castrol is not as expensive as you are saying.
So maybe it is a different industry, Castrol.
No, Castrol is the same industry. They are the biggest brand in India.
They are a different industry. So they are selling lubricants, we are purifying lubricants. So if you talk about an analogy with the water purifier industry, so water purifier is a totally different
I think
industry.
it's still very, very expensive, because there cannot be like, when you talk of this kind of valuation, there has to be exponential growth.
Okay.
You yourself are saying that your 15 crore turnover will become 30 crores in 4 to 5 years.
Actually, 50 crores.
30 crores is what you
That's what we have done is, I'll tell you the reason. That's a 25% CAGR what we have considered for our future growth in that graph. But till now we have been accumulating 40% CAGR.
No, but these are your numbers.
That's correct, sir. So till now we have been doing 40% CAGR. In that graph for the future projections, we have just used 25% as a pessimistic figure.
Sure.
But
Madhu, in the interest of my 2%, why don't you give a counter offer?
No, it's not a question of counter offer. I'm just trying to understand where they are coming this 50 crore number from.
right. So it's a 40% CAGR. If we continue the same growth trend what we have followed till date, then we are reaching 50 crores.
Yeah.
But on a pessimistic side,
But even if you reach 50 crores, you do 15% PBT margin.
Yeah.
This is what you have done.
Yeah.
So you'll have a 7.5 crore PBT
True.
and you'll have 6 crore PAT. Which means I'm going to buy this company at 12 times 2025 earning.
yeah. So this product is a unique product in its nature. There are certain revenue models in this.
I wish you all the best. If you can get the money, please take it. Trust
So
me.
we are trying a lot with the corporate investors.
But a small warning,
Yeah.
with this growth ambition,
Yeah.
with this EBITDA, if you reach my age, your market cap will be more than Indian GDP.
So just to add to that point, sir, so there are a lot of corporate investors who are similar kind of industrial investors, and they do understand the kind of dynamics which our product would be having in the industry, because the industries what we are serving, basically they will get a good return on investment. At the same time, the productivity cost will go down, the production cost will go down for them.
Which is why someone may look at it more from a strategic angle. As a financial investor,
Financially, I do
maybe my
understand.
understanding
Yes.
is very limited.
So I
I'm
appreciate
not
your
able
point. Financially, there would be a difficulty. This is the reason we don't feature out in many of such events.
Have you already raised any money till now?
No, not yet. So we are debt-funded company. Around 4 crore what we have raised from RBL Bank. We are, as we are 75% exporting organization, we work on LIBOR rates.
Very good.
So
Very
WACC is
nice.
quite less.
All the best. God bless you.
Very nice. Very good.
All the very best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our next startup, HirePay, claims to be the world's first equipment rental ecosystem. Take a listen to their pitch.
I just want to share a quick coincidence with you that this is the same hotel. About 10 years ago, I was working here as a resident disc jockey, and now today I'm here sharing my business idea. I'm so overwhelmed, and I'm a little nervous also. So according to the recent survey, the construction market is about to grow at $1 trillion. And the equipment rental that is required for this construction business will be about $5 billion. This is for the construction, and then there is entertainment business, then there is a telecom communication, the mobile tower. So, but if you see on ground, this still remains one of the most unorganized sector in the country. There is a fundamental problem to this because these equipment rental companies that they hire, they're all a small timer, like the guy who owns about 2 JCB or one generator, and most of them are on a contract. So most of them don't get money paid on time from the construction company or the client, and that is the reason they're not able to pay it to their operator. So what the operator does is he'll start stealing the fuel from the JCB, and then there are other people like the site in charge, site supervisor, and they try and take an undue advantage by marking, if the JCBs run for 8 hours, they'll make a 2 shift. So in both the cases, both even the guy who hires the equipment also loses money, and the person who's renting it, both of them at the loss. So what we are trying to do is we're trying to remove this middleman and the dependency of this middleman and put an IoT device on the asset that one wants to hire, and then pay exactly for what he has consumed. So our equipment model is very simple. We are renting a generator. Right now we started with generator, and so there are asset owner and then there is an end user. We put them on a single platform. So this mobile application, you can inquire about you can get the estimate, get an approval for this estimate, and you can pay. We're going to add a mobile payment gateway eventually.
Satish, we're out of time.
Okay.
If you can go over to the jury for their questions.
Satish, can you tell us your story of from DJ to equipment rental?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yeah.
So when I was a DJ here, I used to rent out sound systems for small parties. Like I used to rent out for 2,000, 3,000 rupees. I used to rent out a sound system, then the lights, and that's how I realized there is. I started. I bought some light, my own sound, and then with renting this, I joined Reliance MediaWorks, which I was heading their sales for equipment rental division. They had Reliance MediaWorks had a division where we were renting broadcast equipments to the companies. So from there, about 2017, I realized there's a big gap, and it still remains one of the most unorganized sector in the country.
Who are your customers? I mean, who are your customers?
Right now, Z Television is my customer. Viacom is my customer. We are negotiating with Sony and Star Plus.
Because they need generators at the shoot sites.
Shoots, yes.
That's the category. And how do you? That is so B2B sales. You will go and approach because you have done sales. You will go and approach them and get that.
Yes.
And how do you onboard the suppliers?
I have a vendors. So these vendors, we give them a free device. We invest for that device. It costs about 5,000 rupees. We tell the vendor that this device is for free, and from the whatever business that we give him, extra business that we give him, we take a percentage between 10 to 15% on the billing that we do.
You take 10 to 15% billing, and your cost is the device that you put in that.
It's a one-time investment.
And how do you get the vendors?
So I am already in touch with the vendors because I've been in the business for 18 years.
So is that not vendor is your customer?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
yes.
Very unique one, right? The vendor himself is the customer.
Have you raised money?
Yes, sir. We just in July, we raised about 1 crore for 13% equity. That made up at a valuation of 6.7 crore.
In your revenues, what is the actual cost?
So if we do a billing of 100, we make about 10 rupees.
In 10 rupees, what is your cost?
Then the operational cost. So about 5%, maybe 5-7%.
So remaining all is profit?
Yes.
Oh, very rich man. So what for you need money now? Because vendor is your consumer or vendor is your client. Why?
So what we need money is now we want to develop more IoT products. We want to now enter into construction business. Now the 5G is about to enter. With 5G, there will be 5 times more towers, and these towers will require more generators. Most of the remote towers will require generators. So we want to scale up.
Fantastic. Super round of applause for Satish, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll slip into a short break on that note. All the in-depth coverage continues on the other side on Winning Pitch, brought to you by Wadhwani Foundation. Welcome back. You're with us here on Winning Pitch, brought to you by Wadhwani Foundation. On the episode tonight, showing you the final contestants who've made it forward on the Western Zone leg of this challenge. Also showing you who the top 5 contestants are who are making it forward to our finale. Our next company, Square Meals Foods, is a restaurant brand that employs speech and hearing impaired people. Take a listen to their pitch.
Square Meal Foods is basically a restaurant chain. We've started it about 4 years ago. And right now we have 3 outlets. One is Mirchi and Mime, which serves Indian fine dine cuisine. And Madera and Mime, which is an all-day cafe and bar. Two of them are located in Bombay and Powai, and one in Indore we opened recently. Philosophy is basically service staff is all deaf and mute, speech and hearing impaired. So that is something which we want to keep as a constant. And at the same time, create a viable business, a profitable business that provides employment to all of them, and at the same time there's a good amount of profit. So that has been our plan. We want to, as an initial part of the project, we want to launch about 20 restaurants across the country in various cities, and after that it can go on. There's no stopping to it. The last 3 years financials, 18-19 we closed with a turnover of 18 crores with approximately about 2 point something at an EBITDA level. The first two restaurants were profitable from the 4th month onwards, so that gives us a good advantage. The third one we opened just recently is yet to turn profitable in Indore. Business strategy is basically very, very simple. We are a plain brick and mortar kind of business. It's a normal restaurant that serves food. Ultimately, it's the food that brings our patrons back. But the USP that we bring forward is all our wait staff is speech and hearing impaired. So inside the restaurant environment, we use ISL, Indian Sign Language, and it's also formatized very, very simple format for customers so that they enjoy participating in communicating with the waiters in sign language. And of course, if they face a difficulty, there are always the managers who can speak. Our expansion plan, right now we have 3 restaurants, like I said. In the first phase of expansion, we want to open 4 more in 4 cities. And the next phase, we want to do 8 more restaurants. So finally, the ask, we are looking for 12 crores to open 4 restaurants. And the subsequent round, which is basically year after that, is 24 crores to open another 8 restaurants. So that's basically our pitch. Okay.
This is phenomenal. No, you have very good revenue growth. Zomato ratings are 4.5 and above. The pictures of the restaurant really look and feel looks very good. And then best of all, you're treating your employees well and you're hiring deaf and dumb. So I think everybody in this room and those who will watch the show will aspire to be like you. So you should be very proud of yourself.
Ajay, I can vouch for it. I've been a fan of what they do. I regularly visit their restaurant.
Yeah, even I've been there.
Thank you, sir. Without anything, on this 12, I can't do the whole one. But if you have a lead investor, do give us an allocation. I would be happy to participate.
Wow. Same here. I'll also participate.
Wow.
Thank you, sir.
Wow.
Great.
I was, in this panel, the N2 are the investors. And if these guys are participating and doing the due diligence, I will also pitch in.
Wow, right. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. Come on, we've converted a jury member to become an investor.
Square Meals Foods of all the contestants.
They have underestimated me, even I will do.
Oh my God! That's 4.
Square Meals Foods
now,
being
Mr.
the only
Ganesh,
one.
the 2% talk has shifted.
It's extremely heartwarming at what you do, and like the feedback that came, I had also heard feedback. I've never tried that food, but the feedback has been very good. That people go there, not only enjoy the food, people will not go there unless the food is good, obviously, but the whole experience that you have curated is extremely praiseworthy, right? And I think a reflection of it also is he sees that. I'm in 3 food businesses and there is a conflict which I will not be able to do, but yeah.
But
I'm
a huge round of congratulations and applause again to Square Meals. Our final startup of the Western Zone is Autosis, a startup that aims to push the Indian manufacturing sector towards Industry 4.0. Take a listen.
Autosis Industrial Solutions was founded on February 17, 2016, with the vision of accelerating the Indian manufacturing shop floors towards Industry 4.0, which is the next industrial revolution. We focus primarily on automating a lot of business processes across manufacturing factories. We've developed all our products and solutions with precision to ensure that every small piece of information is well monitored and displayed and highlighted. What is the problem that we are trying to solve? Now, in the manufacturing shop floor, most of the breakdowns are like an iceberg. We just see the tip, but the consequences come far along in the journey. no matter what size of the customer or the factory is, manual logs are still implemented. Analytics are redundant because they're based on prehistoric data. There is a lack of awareness, especially when a particular machine or a line is down. Manual data is prone to inconsistency, human error, or manipulation. Data reports are unavailable, especially at the time of requirement. And as mentioned, equipment abuse is very prominent. What we have done, we have created a universal data, IoT data logger, which is the Quad solution. The Quad can be retrofitted into any industrial machinery, no matter how old or how new it is. It can communicate with the machine. It's a plug and play. It extracts all the data, relays it on the cloud. On the cloud, we've got the Quad platform, the Quad Play, and the Quad RPA. The Quad platform is where you see all your analytics. It is a complete manufacturing excellence system. You can generate all sorts of reports like efficiency, OEE, downtime, production, etc. It's an integrated system that follows modular blocks. It can be customized to any industry without any hardware changes. Summing it up, early industrial revolution, platform system, analytics, real-time monitoring. It's AI-based, easy ERP integration, cloud-based, fully automated, breakdown, archive, and custom report generation. Thank you.
I must say, extremely well presented, very confident, very passionate.
Thank you very much.
How far along are you in your 2.5 crore journey?
We would be around 30% there. The reason being that we raised around in August. We got the money to pump up the infrastructure. We already have an order book of 5,000 deployments. We raised the money in August to pump up the infrastructure, the team, etc. So by March, we are confident that once the inventory is built, we will be able to clear the targets.
How much money you have raised?
So far, we would have raised around 4 crores.
Around means 4 crores or?
4 crores.
4 crores.
3 crore 89 lakhs.
Okay. And what kind of equity dilution you did?
Amongst the promoters, we have 70%, 72%.
So balance is with those investors?
The investors.
Okay, thanks.
And how much money you are wanting to raise now?
We are wanting to reach a target of 25,000 deployments, which would require 21 crores of funds to last us for 18-month journey.
But thank you so much, Aditya. Thank you for that.
Thank you for the effort. Great effort and all the best. All right then, let's take a look at who is leading and who's not from amongst the 4 pitches that you've seen at this point. You will also see a red and green button indicating investor interest, a green button indicating a favorable response, a red button indicating that no such response received as of now. It's finally time to unveil the final 5 winners of the Western Zone of Leaders of Tomorrow Presents Winning Pitch, brought to you by Wadhwani Foundation. Our first winner of the Western Zone this evening is Square Meal Foods. The second winner on Leaders of Tomorrow Presents Winning Pitch, brought to you by Wadhwani Foundation, is Suryologics. Our third winner who managed to impress our jury members and walk away with top honors is Higher Pay. That brings us to our fourth winner tonight, which is Assess Hub. Our final winner of the night, making it forward to the grand finale, is Minimax Systems. It's been personally exciting to see some of the business case studies and models that have been presented here on the Winning Pitch, brought to you by Wadhwani Foundation of the Western Zone. That's all for this episode. On the next episode, we'll bring you up close and personal with the top 5 contestants making it forward to our finale. Do stay tuned for that. For tonight, it's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Coming up on the next episode, we show you the story of our 5 winners from the Western Zone on Leaders of Tomorrow Presents Winning Pitch, brought to you by Wadhwani Foundation.